Hey folks, how you all doing? How's that for a review? Huh? Well, I'm finally getting round to it. This is the 12-month review. Well, it's a bit late, but nonetheless, it's the 12-month review of the Benelli TNT 125. And I want to start it off by getting out of the way what could be better and then pointing out what I think is brilliant about the bike. Right, we'll start at the bottom, and that is the tyres. I have to admit, since I've been riding in winter, not that there's anything wrong with my confidence, I'm just being more cautious because I've heard of what people have said regarding the tyres. Michelin City Grips, if you want to get them, it seems to be the tyre that everybody's going for. That's the first thing. Secondly, the gear lever, the mechanism, ridiculous. They should have done that from the start. Hold on a minute. Oh, it's dirt. Yeah, it's mine. I've only had it, like I said, I've had it just over a year now, and yeah, it worked itself loose. Luckily, I noticed it when I was at home, so I just ordered a new gear lever. I think it was £6.29, and that was from, I think, Red Circles. Get them on eBay. What else is there that could be better? When they bring another version of this bike out, personally, I think they should do a 6-speed water-cooled engine in it. I mean, you've got the radiator there for the oil cooler. Well, that's what it is, it's an oil cooler, so it's all set up, it's ready to go in my opinion. But yeah, and have it at the full 14.5, 15 horsepower, then that'd be a pocket rocket. Also, like I said, normal gear lever, make it a 6-speed. The suspension out the box for me was, it was adjusted too hard. Personally, you know, it wrecked when you went over like a pothole and things like that, so I've wound it all the way down. People have complained about the lights. For me personally, I think, I don't want to come out thinking I'm mad talking to myself. Anyways, yeah, I think they're fine. I really, really do. You know, I've had a few night rides now, and like I say, I've not got a problem with them. What else is there that could be better on this bike? Oh, the display. I love this, you know, with the tachometer like that and the digital display. Also, I think for learners, Benelli, make that, well, it's up to you, but personally, I'd love to see on the next edition of this a full LCD screen or TFT or whatever the hell they are that changes, you know, from bright to dark, you know, so if you're in the dark, goes to the darker setting, yada yada yada. You know what I'm talking about. What else is there? There was something else. Go around this side. The brakes, I've only ridden a few motorbikes and the brakes could be a bit better. I mean, I'd love to have ABS rather than CBS, but again, I have no issue with the CBS, the combined braking system. I really don't. Oh, yeah, that was it. That's what else I think they should do. Fluid indicators, I mean, these are, you know yourselves, if you own one of these bikes or if you don't own one, especially at night time, they're super bright. They really, really are. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to say, is when you do these indicators, that make that chrome dark chrome and it'd just blend in beautifully. I really, really do think, you know, that's what it needs. Perhaps a bigger fuel tank. I'm sure you could squeeze an extra 2 litres into here somewhere. Some people have complained about the bars and stuff, and to me, bars are bars. Doesn't bother me. I have no issue with it. But yeah, I think Benelli, when they make these bikes, you know, those should be the upgrades that they should do on the bike. It's a brilliant bike. It really, really is. I've loved every single second of it, even when, you know, oh, that was it, the last thing. The batteries. I kid you not, when you get one of these bikes, maybe it's just a handful of us that are having these issues, but I've seen on the forums a few people have had the same issues, and I did do a video covering the battery. Mine was leaking, and by the time I got round to getting a new battery, and the only reason I waited so long to get a new battery, because I was like thinking, oh, it's not going to do anything, you know, it had burnt a hole right through the tray, tripped onto my rear shock absorber, which Benelli have approved. I'm just waiting for the stock to come in. But I've done the bike anyway, so I'll just ask them to give me like a gift card for the shop or something. But other than that, oh, the stock exhaust as well, it's terrible. You can't hear it, you know, nobody could hear you coming. But I think that's what most people do when they buy these. It's probably one of the first um, mods you're going to do on the bike. And I think that's it, to be honest. The things that could be better, because I don't see anything bad about this bike. I really, really don't. And I'm not saying that because I own it. If there was something bad, you know, I'd be like, I'm not being funny, but this is pretty bad. I've seen on the forums, lots of people coming, lots of things that have gone wrong with the bikes, lots of different things, and I'm quite shocked, to be honest. But yeah, I'm more than happy with this bike. I don't think there's anything bad. But what I will say, if you get a bike now, it doesn't matter what bike it is. Yes, the PDI'd, but I did a bolt check, screw check, Allen key bolt check. Just checked everything on it, and I found a few things loose. Just be quiet for the road pass. Every time. And now there's somebody else. Yeah, should have come out first thing this morning. Nobody would have been out. I think it was overcast this morning. Just let these folks past. Ah, joys of being a YouTuber. Look at that sun. Should play supermarket music at this moment. Yeah, back to it. Sorry about that. But yeah, there's nothing bad about the bike. You know, people sit there, oh, the Chinese rubbish and all this. Listen, I tell you what, the only thing that come loose on this, in the 12 months they owned it, was that gear mechanism, and I was aware that that was an issue with the bikes. I think it's ridiculous. So that's that. Right. Let's get on to the next bit, which I think is brilliant about this bike. Start off how it looks. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Really is. My paint's chipped on that exhaust cover because when I was painting it, I dropped it and just couldn't be bothered sending it all back down again. Something I'll sort that out next year. Yeah, the bike's brilliant. It really, really is. As I've said before in the past, it's a filtering machine. It really is. And the amount of people that have stopped me and said, "Oh, like, what is it? Is it, you know?" They love it. I've never heard a bad thing said about it at all. You know, I even spoke to a few bikers who've sat on it and everything and started it up, and then you've seen them weeks later and they've gone out and bought one. And a few people have said, like, you know, they're getting rid of the big bikes and you know, they're getting one of these over the Honda Grom because no disrespect Honda, you know, you've built some fantastic motorbikes and cars over the years, but personally, your new MSX, I've not met a person that thinks it looks brilliant, and that's just me. And the people I've spoke to. Yeah, it's a fantastic bike. I've not had any rust issues or anything like that. There's you know, I've adjusted that chain several times, and that's because I've been changing sprockets over. You know, I was on 16.2 sprocket for a month and then think, screw it, I'll go back to the 15. So yeah, and even when I've done that, look, the bolts, there's no rust on them, and this bike lives outside. There's no rust on them, you know, there's nothing. The only rust, like I say, is, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, is on the shock absorber there, and that's because, like I say, the battery acid leaked onto it. But I'm waiting for that from whatever wheels in Blackburn. But yeah, I think it's an absolutely fantastic bike. Hats off to you, Benelli. You know, apologies for it being dirty. I actually cleaned it on Friday. It was sparkling, but obviously I was out yesterday and I've come up here and plenty of dirt everywhere. But yeah. Oh, I tell a lie, I've just spotted some rust. Right there in that bracket. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's got a bit of rust on it. But yeah, it's a brilliant bike. Out of 100, would I 100? What would I score it? out of the things that I've pointed out that could be better, oh, the seat could be better as well. It needs to be gel or, you know, thicker foam on the seat or something. I'll just go off the things that I've said that could be better. What was it, 5 or 6 things? So 94%. I would 94%, you know, if anybody said to me, what do you think of it? I'd give it 94 out of 100. Would I recommend it? Absolutely, 100%. You know, and it's like things like, I think I paid £5 for these levers. You know, and they fold upwards and they're adjustable. It's supposed to be if you fall off, but if you fall off, yeah. The mirrors, again, about £6 or £7. And where the old mirrors used to be, I put these things in, I forgot what they're called. You know, the exhaust, I don't know how I got that so cheap, because it's gone up. Maybe because supply and demand, I don't know, but I only paid £63 or something, and that was with free postage. But yeah, absolutely fantastic bike. And like I said, each to their own. Get whatever bike you want to get. You know, if it makes you smile and it makes you happy, screw what anybody else thinks. It's your baby and you love it, and that's it. And that's how I feel about this bike. So yeah, 100% I would recommend this bike to anybody. I really, really would. I've even had a message off a guy. Sorry dude, I forgot your name. I think he's in Northern Ireland. And he said he's been watching my videos and it's kind of swayed his mind to getting one of these, and he's got himself one. You know, I've had about 4 people now say that I've inspired them to get this, you know, one of these bikes. And for that, folks, you know who you are. Thank you so much, honestly. And if there's any advice, whether you've got one of these or you're thinking about getting one of these, you need or anything like that, please do not hesitate to get in touch with me. You know, I answer everybody back. You know, there's not one person I've not answered back yet. You know, sorry, got back to and everything. But yeah, 100%, without a doubt, get yourself one of these. You'll be so happy that you did. Anyways, folks, that's the end of my 12-month review. I hope it was okay. It's my first 12-month review. I was here 6 months ago doing the 6-month review on it. You know, all what I would say is, this is what I do religiously with this bike. You know, once you've got through the first service and all that, is I service it myself. And basically what I do now, I changed the oil in it in September, or was it October? I think it might have been October, I think it was. And what I'll do, when we get to March, April, when it starts warming up, I'll do an oil filter change. And then again in September and October, I'll just do an oil change. I've put new plugs in it. It's never let me down. Apart from the battery, it has never let me down. Starts first time, every time. Never cut out on me or anything like that. I do need to get the valve clearances done, but I'm going to wait until it warms up. I mean, Sanjay's bike is on 4,000 miles, and I don't think it's had its valve clearances done yet. So yeah, they're absolutely brilliant bikes, and that's what I'm saying. Just keep on top of your servicing for them, and just, you know, once you've cleaned them, just have a look round, make sure there's nothing leaking or anything like that. There shouldn't be, you know, and it'll serve you well. Anyways, folks, I'm going to leave it there now. Thank you all so much for watching, and as per usual, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye now.